Saya mau bertemu dengan anak karena saya di Indonesia selalu urus anak. Saya antar anak ke sekolah dan ibunya ninggalin anak 11 bulan.
Mereka tinggal di Belanda. Dina orang Indonesia kan. Dia nggak tahu Belanda gimana. Sementara Denny kan dari Belanda. Otomatis mungkin yang diajarkan Dina yang dasar-dasarnya aja. Tapi kayak misalnya ya namanya bapak mah kan punya insting lain. Kayak misalnya jangan lewat situ nanti kamu diiniin gini gitu kan. Misalnya ada bahaya, bapak kan udah langsung pasang diri gitu kan. Kalau ibu kan, ayo sini, jangan di situ gitu.
Satu, dia tidak tahu Belanda, dia tidak tahu bahasa Belanda, itu bisa bahaya. Mantan istri ya, itu Mei 2022, dia balikin anak ke saya. Kan dia bilang, gak aman di sini ada orang narkoba, mukul anak, kayak gitu. Itu pasti nggak aman. Oke, kamu balik sekarang, tanda tangan, bikin cerita anak aman sama saya, sama advokat dia tulis yang dia mau. Sama kerja sama advokat saya, tapi belum ke sidang karena dia berubah. 2 hari kemudian dia bawa semua baju semua. Setelah itu dia sadar, oh saya nggak dapat rumah, saya nggak dapat ini. So, dia tahu nggak aman dan dia balik. Dia sama anak pergi waktu saya tidur. So, saya khawatir anak hidup tanpa saya di Belanda. Itu negara saya bisa melindungi, kasih proteksi ke anak. Itu bisa bahaya semua, dia ikut semua dan saya sangat khawatir.
Pak Dhani sendiri selaku papa kandungnya tidak tahu di mana keberadaannya. Apakah anaknya sehat kah, sakit kah, sekolah kah, di rumah kah, dipasung kah? Itu Pak Dhani tidak tahu.
Saya coba cari sekarang sama teman-teman ke sekolah-sekolah untuk lihat anaknya di sini, tapi belum bertemu.
Dia tidak boleh tahu di mana mereka ada. Saya pikir ya udah, itu sudah saya duga dari awal akan terjadi. Terjadi dengan temannya saya yang dulu, sama klien saya yang dulu. Dan itu biasanya ya, maaf ya omong begitu, tapi istrinya biasanya ya money hunter. Ya, karena dia sekarang dapat tunjangan kalau nggak salah 3 jenis. Plus rumah, segalanya. Yang orang Belanda sendiri tidak akan dapat.
As a result of our comprehensive investigation since then, Crown Counsel has approved criminal charges on July 24th against Brent for abduction and disobeying a court order. Brent is currently wanted on 2 unendorsed arrest warrants. Investigators have determined that Brent traveled with Samantha to Jakarta, Indonesia. Through the efforts of family and the police, Samantha has since been dropped off with her maternal family members in Indonesia.
Even before we got on the plane, she even made me draft a letter that stated that she didn't want to be married and she wanted me to pay a ticket for her to go back to Indonesia, and I agreed. But I told her that if I'm going to have to fly to Canada with our child by myself, I would like her to sign the letter so that the customs and everything didn't think I was kidnapping our daughter type thing. So she signed the letter, and then she decided she was going to come. So that's how I ended up taking her to Canada.
Yeah.
And then we landed in Canada, and literally within a few days of getting back, we just got to my house in Terrace, British Columbia, and we went to sleep. This is the first day we got there. We went to sleep, and then she woke me up 3 or 4 in the morning screaming at me that she wanted to go to Canada, or she wanted to go back to Indonesia, and she wanted to take my daughter to Indonesia and that I could stay in Canada. Yeah, I just said, okay, we're upset now, just go to sleep and we'll talk about it in the morning. And then when I woke up in the morning, the door was open and the baby was gone, and so was she. Yeah, she kidnapped her, and then she went out. I was scared, extra scared, because my daughter was already sick, and she was, I think, 6-7 months old, and she took her outside without a winter jacket or anything, and it's all mountains and forests there, so even her would die outside without a jacket. So it's cold there. So I called the police immediately, and I called my friends there. Some of them were from the hospital, and we looked for her for 6 hours. Wulandera was smart enough not to go off in the woods and kill herself or whatever she was planning, but she went to a shopping mall and she met some people there. Instead of calling me and instead of calling the police or whatever, she just told them about it. They called the police, and then the police called me, and then we went there and found them. My daughter was okay, that's all I cared about at that point, and Wulan seemed to be okay. We went to go back home again and talk about it, and then she was still in a crazy state of mind. So then when we were going back to my house, you have to go up a mountain, like the side of a mountain to go up. So we're going up this big steep mountain with cars behind us. It's a highway, so there's cars going both ways, and it's a windy road. And all of a sudden, she basically said that she wanted to be married still, and at that point I said forget it, because she tried to kill my daughter like several times now, right? I said, look, I'll buy you a ticket, you can go back to Indonesia, I don't want anything more to do with you anymore. And then she said, okay, I'm going to kill myself. And then she opened the car door and tried to jump out. So I actually had to grab her and stop her from jumping, and then stopped all the traffic. And the police were still following us. So the police were behind, the car behind. So they had to come out, they had to talk her back into the car. Then we went back to my house. And then as soon as we got to my house, then she said again she was going to kill herself. Then she assaulted the police. She just jumped on the police, and then she crawled under the car. Yeah, she hit the police, she hit me, and she tried to kill my daughter.
Dia jadi berani untuk ngomong balik ke saya bisa, nggak bisa apa-apa lewat video. Saya nggak bisa jadi ayah.